Alexa, turn on all office things.
Okay.
These are legit frozen steps. I'm gonna give it a go. If I fall,
I don't want to retract right now.
I wouldn't want to retract them. I'm gonna try not to fall. Okay. Haha! Suck it, steps.
Good morning, everybody, and happy 2017. Do you ever have one of those Mondays where you thought you knew exactly what was gonna happen with your day, then you wake up and you got an email and everything's changed? That's me today. I got an email from Mike saying he's sick, so instead of having to go into the studio early this morning for Coda Radio, I'm gonna play in the snow. Okay, you're right. You're right. I was thinking it, you're thinking it. We gotta send the drone up.
It is super slick, honey, and the stairs are making a cracking noise. Ha ha ha! I made it. Suck it. Chris 2, stairs 0.
Woo! Oh, I can't get it because I'm too tiny.
What you doing, honey?
Beating your ass?
The Happy New Year's drone. It's done such a good job. But I think something's coming to replace it soon. Say goodbye to the vlog drone. Goodbye.
There's no way to capture how pretty it is here. Look at that, it's all blown out. There's no way to capture it. It's just so pretty. Wow. The snow makes everything pretty. Time to go to the studio. Off to work I go.
We've been on for a while. It's
'cause they got
still
it.
like an ice cube I'm sitting on.
It's because they got to bring it up from Sub-Zero.
Oh, give me your face. Let me touch your face. Oh, no, it's cool.
Okay, we're good. I mean, really, it's not that bad here.
Yes.
It's 26 degrees
Look at the
outside.
snowflakes on your windshield. Yeah.
Yeah, there are baby
Baby
snowflakes.
snowflakes.
Baby snowflakes.
Ah, I love it.
That person, these people are hardcore.
Staying in the yurt.
They
Oh
are.
my God.
They're staying in a yurt. And you know, and it's 26 degrees now that the sun's up, right? So, yeah. So we got nothing to complain about. Here at the studio over the holiday break, we've been experimenting with automating different aspects of the studio. And we're starting with the big product on the market, the Amazon Echo. It seems to be the most popular, had a great holiday season. And I know what you're all thinking, but Chris, there's all these security issues. It's like privatized spying put right in your home. Are you trying to help the NSA? And we've also seen some recent stories about police looking for audio recordings from an Alexa for a murder investigation.
Can Amazon's Alexa voice assistant help solve a murder?
I want to make it clear, that's exactly why I'm trying the Alexa. That's the reason. This is a legitimate story, and this is a real product, and it's something that we need to look into. It's something we need to get our heads around, so I've got 3 Echo Dots. One for the beard for testing, one for the studio here, and one for my office upstairs. All isolated on their own private LAN, so we can monitor and capture everything they do. I'll tell you more about that later, but let me just kind of show you the basic setup. Alexa, turn off office fan.
Okay.
Recently I picked up a couple of these TP-Link Wi-Fi controlled plugs. That way I can turn things on and off remotely, and they integrate perfectly with the Echo device. And so here's how I use those combined with a LifeFix bulb to do different things in my office. My favorites are the ones that I use when I come and go from the office. Alexa, turn off all office things. And then when I arrive, Alexa, turn on all office things.
Okay.
Everything comes back online. Pretty obvious. What's really cool though is I can use the Echo Dot downstairs to have everything turned on upstairs before I even get into my office. Alexa, turn on office bed lights.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Now I mentioned my LifeFix bulb. Check this out. Alexa, tell LifeFix to set office lamp to blue.
Changed color on office lights to blue.
It's very blue in here. It doesn't look so blue in the camera, but it is very blue in person. The thing I like about this LifeFix bulb too, no hub required. Just talks directly to the Alexa. I've got it on a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network that I've dedicated for these devices. I'll tell you more about that later. Here in the studio, it was a slam dunk because a lot of our devices were already Wi-Fi connected. One of the things I've definitely noticed though is be careful with how you name things, because you gotta make sure it's not something that might be in the Alexa command structure or just something that she can confuse, like hair with her. It's sort of important that you get this part right. Alexa, turn on Shatner's hair light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off Shatner's hair light.
Okay.
Alexa, stop. Okay, back to real time now. After having these things for a few days, I would say one thing that makes the Dot much more doable is if you can connect it to larger speakers. It's essentially one tinny laptop speaker, and it's fine for voice commands. But if you want to listen to podcasts or you want to listen to music, which is honestly a great part of Alexa, it's way better to have a large speaker. To really get the most out of the Echo, you need other things to go with it. The voice stuff is neat, but you gotta spend money on smart plugs or LiFix bulbs. So it is a bit of investment. If you already have some of those devices, this is a great tool to centralize management. No longer do I need 3 or 4 different apps to manage all of this smart crap. I just use the Echo, and it's the central point of control. And I can isolate it off into its own LAN, which means my cell phone doesn't have to jump into that LAN every time I want to manage one of these devices. I leave the cell phone on the production LAN, I leave the smart things on the smart things LAN, the Alexa's plugged into that, it's all isolated off. It's very nice for allowing me to still control those devices without having to be connected to that insecure network. So for that, 2 thumbs up.
All I do is win.
So security-wise, we have all of these isolated on their own access point. We have a switch on the way to the studio where we're gonna mirror the data from that access point into a Linux box, dump all the traffic, and see where these devices are talking to. We'll probably integrate that coverage into future Jupiter Broadcasting shows. But I have a question for you guys in the meantime. Alright, I know you're gonna troll me and say don't buy a Dodge, but before you go there, let's just skip that. Okay, I shouldn't buy a Dodge, alright. Maybe you can help me with this particular problem though. I have a Dodge Ram 1500 2012 and it's got this nav system multimedia thing combo built in. It's crashing all the time. Does anybody out there have the scoop on how to update this thing? I don't know if it's a hardware or software problem, but it freezes up. I noticed it has a USB port, which I would think is actually for hooking up an external device, but maybe the firmware can get updated via that. I've looked around, I can't find anything, so I'm asking you guys, do you have a way to update this thing, or should I just replace it? Let me know down in the comment. Well, I hope that was interesting to some of you guys. That's sort of the end of an unusual work day for me. I'm off to go see the kiddos. Alexa, turn on hair lights.
Sorry, I couldn't find a device or group named Her Lights in Chris's account.
Not her lights, I said hair lights. Alexa, turn on hair lights.
I found several devices matching that name. Which one did you want?
Hair lights.
Sorry, I couldn't find a device or group named Chair Lights in Chris's account.
I didn't say chair lights. Alexa, turn on Shatner's hair light.
Sorry, I couldn't find a device or group named Shatner's hair light in Chris.
Alexa, turn on Shatner's hair light.
Sorry.
Alexa, turn off all office things.